Alright, we're live.
Alright. Good stuff.
Fun. Well, I guess we should make sure it's streaming, but welcome to Get Good, everyone. This is the EU portion, and we've got, not a huge week, we've got 8 players.
9 players.
Oh, no, Wolf Blitzer dropped out last minute.
Oh. Okay. Well, yeah, then we have 8 players now, I guess. Did you switch the stream title? Get your shovel and dig it. I'll apologize for that title.
What is it? Oh, Trivian.
Yeah, that's Catfish has an eyes fault. Oh, good, man.
Okay, I know I have mod here now. How do I get to the dashboard? Oh, I'm so bad at that.
I haven't got this into that yet.
Well, I guess, do you mind explaining how the event works in case we have anybody new?
Yes, alright, so, I think we have new players. This week it's not just veterans. Basically, this is Get Good, the EU section. We're gonna call on 2 players. They're gonna get into this lobby. They're gonna play 3 matches, not best of 3, not best out of 3. It's just 3 matches, whether you win or lose. And while you do that, Tom and I are going to be commentating, telling you what you could be doing better, what you're doing well, you know, just general tips to how to get good. So we're going to have 3 beginner matches and 1 intermediate match, and after that we're going to be running an open lobby where everyone can play, no matter whether you're European or whatever skill level you are. It's just fully open lobby. And that's pretty much all there is. For me, this stream is going to be focused on making sure that Tomer drops the overlay.
Oh yeah, you know it every time.
Yeah,
I'm so bad.
Straight rush it.
I'm not gonna miss it today though.
I did it twice last stream when I had to stream it.
It's
and the
surprisingly easy to drop it, isn't it?
Yeah, and the first time I apologized. The second time I ignored it, and I ignored the chat and just like casually put the overlay down. Nobody noticed. But yeah, so apparently Gamez is saying that the stream is lagging like hell for him.
Oh, that's not good. I don't have any drop frames on my end, which makes me think it might be a Twitch issue. Hope it might be a Twitch issue, because I'm scared of having bad connection.
But yeah, basically, so I guess we'll start off by calling in MrMcNomNom, MrMcNomNom stream, sorry, versus Roxas _.
Yes.
Okay. Streams is telling me that it's not lagging for him, so it's probably a Twitch issue or an issue on your end. We don't know exactly which. Yeah. Not seeing Roxas in chat.
I'm looking for him.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem familiar to me. Is he new?
I think he's new. I haven't seen him before, unless it's someone who's changed their name. Also apparently known as Dr.
I'm gonna check the group, see if I can find him in there.
Right. Roxas _ in-game Final Fantasy.
Let's invite him. So, we ask you all be ready to, I mean, most of you have heard this, but we ask you be ready to join your matches as soon as you're up. It helps us go smoothly. Going smoothly is nice.
Yeah.
It is less of an issue in the EU stream than the NA stream. The NA stream is really packed full of people.
Wait, here's the thing. This might just be a mistake, but the Roxas that I'm seeing in Get Good group is from the US, or at least it says so on his profile.
Because we have 3 pages of members. It's worth searching.
What do you say? Yeah, I searched for Roxas.
He's the only one on the group. Yeah.
Yeah. If that's correct, I don't think we can really allow him to play.
He might have signed up for the wrong event. If it was a mistake, we might be able to work him in. I guess we'll do the usual. Allow the first person to get in the lobby to take his place, since he's not here. And or American.
Preferably a European. Lobby.
Oh no, I meant Roxas was absent and or American. Not everyone here should be European. Especially, I'm European. Don't. Shh.
Very, very so. Yeah.
I'm a master of disguise. You can't tell.
White.
That I'm American.
Such a European accent too.
Oh yeah. You know, if I try to do one, it's just gonna be a mishmash and offensive, probably. So I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna.
at the very least, don't try it on the EU stream. You can mock us on like the American stream, but not here.
What about the French? Do you care for the French?
Wait.
I can do a really offensive French one.
One second.
Oh yeah. Alright, so...
Alright, sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. If anybody hears us, come on in, play a match with with MrMcNomNom. I'm gonna send a message out in chat too, you'll probably see that first, if you haven't heard us already. So how's your week?
It's been interesting. You know, trivia night was very much a train wreck when it comes to the technical side of things, at the very least. It's, I don't know, it was something weird, like Catfish's broadcasters kept crashing or something. That was my Friday. Yesterday I played D&D and as my undead sorcerer, and my first action in the entire campaign was to seduce the paladin, and I rolled an 18 and did it.
Wait, was to do what to the paladin?
I seduced him.
Oh no. That's not...
He was not happy. He was not happy about it. But it was... I saw him... That is not canon. And he looked... I saw him looking at me like after I did it, and it's like over 3 seconds I saw his expression change from what to are you fucking serious to what is fucking wrong with you, man? It was the greatest thing. I then proceeded to Magic Missile, I guard, and then rolled the lowest possible damage, and that didn't end up very well either. It was an interesting first experience in that campaign. So yeah, how have you been, Tom?
Sound muted. Sound resumed.
Not bad.
Alright.
I can't say I done anything that interesting this week. I went to GU, played some Skullgirls. You know what, there is one thing. At GU, there's this one guy, he built his own fight stick, case and all, and it's this... Oh god, how do I explain it? It's long. It's a long fight stick, and it's vertical. So it's not made to sit on his lap, it's made to be, like, hugged into his chest, like...
What?
Yeah, like an oboe or some sort of, you know, an instrument. And he just holds it next to him, and he has his two hands like up against himself playing it. And right hand is like on top, and that's buttons, and left hand is on the bottom of that stick. And when he's jerking that around, I swear to God, it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. It it does look like that.
Why would you make fight stick like that?
Oh god, it's bizarre, but it works for him. I mean, he has a picture
there is that
on
horse.
It. The picture is so good. It's just the.
There is that horror story of Loto playing Skullgirls with like half of a PS4 controller and a keyboard. Yeah, it's bizarre to me.
Oh, it's so good.
It's like, I don't know. I use a 360 and I use like the analog stick, both of which people say don't do that, but like I have nothing on those kinds of games. And I don't even understand like the ergonomics of that thing. Like, how?
I mean, it's made for shooters, I guess, but you're not supposed to be jerking it around all over the place. The PS4 pad's so much better.
That's just general life advice, yeah.
You know, Sharpie plays with a 360 stick.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Right I
All
wonder who
power to
they're
her,
picking.
then.
I hope it's Squiggly Cerebell. I hope everyone is Squiggly Cerebell. The objectively best team.
Just play Squiggly Big Ben, then everyone can shout at you for using overused characters. Alright, I saw some Valentine there at least.
Alright.
This may
So we're gonna have
Squiggly.
Valentine Fortune versus Squiggly Beowulf Painwheel. That was interesting that
That's a free
interesting
team.
seeing that yeah. We don't see them especially in beginners, and we don't see a lot of Painwheels either. And especially like a lot of people are gonna say that like both Squiggly and Painwheel are fairly complicated characters. It was interesting to see a free team with those. Oh, already trips IPS.
That was risky as hell, but he got away with it.
Yeah, he's using a lot of heavy dive kicks, and that's generally not something you want to do because it's very unsafe on both block and whiff.
It's gotta be a read.
Heavy dive kick.
It's yeah. You were gonna say about the overhead. He was about to do it again.
Yeah,
there, by the way.
Yeah, heavy dive kick is the only one that hits overhead of the free dive kicks, but that doesn't really help with that shouldn't be the neutral option for you. That because it's so slow on startup and on recovery. I like that ShadowDave was able to counter the Beowulf tagging, and I like that he blocked the super burn. Well done.
Now, you think it was intentional? I wouldn't put it past anybody. We're getting some good players.
Being very careful. I would like to see ShadowDave being a bit more aggressive. I think also fortunate, especially now that Beowulf has his chair down. I think it would be very useful for ShadowDave to be a bit more aggressive.
He needs to get that
Although I
nail
don't-
out of there. Not like that.
Yeah, but
had
no one
2
was gonna be
meters.
able to punish that. McNomNom could have punished that raw tag better. Like he had a lot of frames that do it as normal, starting with a grab. But I'm glad that he punished it at all because that's not something we see a lot.
Yeah, now's a good time to go over GH6.
Did you take down the overlay?
Oh my
overlay?
god, I'm so bad at this.
Well, the advice is technically still true. Anyway, we're gonna see Painwheel now. There's a bit quick of a level 3. Like generally speaking, you get more usage out of a level 3 if you actually do the combo first. But MrMcNomNom is gonna be able to kill with a level 3. So there you go.
It's never bad to go for what you can get. General advice to... It was McNomNom using Squiggly, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, like, you go YOLO strats really hard, which I feel that I do it too sometimes. It's a bad habit though. It's so hard to stop, but it's a bad habit. I saw raw silver cord, a lot of heavy dive kicks. Like that's
Yeah.
you can
I
get
would
into trouble.
say just unless you're like actually 100% certain that you'll hit, you should not be using heavy dive kick, and you should not be using silver cord in neutral. Like that's a rule I'm willing to just go hard and fast on to say to never do that in neutral.
I
Like,
mean, again, like most rules aren't 100%, but I agree like 99% with that. There's a lot like there's some reads you can make that it might be a good idea to try and silver cord or catch somebody, especially if the spacing is right. You could do it at little risk. But ShadowDave's not reading up. I'll check in chat if everything's all right. I don't know. I saw some stuff I really liked. Like he uses the ground air combo I use too. He didn't get it all the way off, but it was a good start. And he did out of a grab. He was a little bit slow for it to work, but he did something really good. He threw out a charged silver cord after grabbing, which can let you combo. Charged silver cord and charged center stage will both let you combo out of a grab, which
that is correct. Yeah.
is really really good. I'm glad.
And it
he
is
knows
worth
that.
mentioning. That like a lot of people say silver cord is. It's not just because it's pretty slow on startup and recovery that it's a bad neutral move, but it's also that it will scale your combo. But if you've already grabbed, like it doesn't add any additional scaling at that point. It's just normal grab scaling.
Right.
So that's fine. Moving into game number 2.
I didn't even
Overlay?
put the overlay up this time. I'm so paranoid about it. Oh, spooky. So, are we gonna get a switch? Kinda interested to see if we do.
We'll be at your side.
Yeah.
Your dessert's ready.
Gonna be interesting.
Why
MrMcNomNom mentioned.
This is a step down, I think.
I'm not in the game yet.
Break them.
Oh, it's super laggy.
Napalm shot.
I'm still on waiting for opponent here.
Oh, this might time out.
Bye. Napalm shot.
You can see they're feeling it.
Exiled.
Weird things happening.
You. Yeah, I'm not in the game, so I guess you can't take this one.
Napalm shot.
I'm seeing some questionable neutral, but it looks like they're lagging really, really hard. So I'm not sure if I can really say it's a choice.
Be gone.
That was a really high commitment snapback, but it worked. It worked and Eliza's dead. I'm kind of surprised it did.
Big bang.
ShadowDave's getting hit by a lot of sort of weird raw stuff, and I'm thinking he might be having control issues.
Maximum.
Right.
It's hard to say too much about how they're playing.
Back here.
Start. Same old song.
Good grab from Big Band.
Not immune.
If you're willing to go for a few hits, you can actually get more damage off that. Oh no! That's so cool! Big Band played the first few notes of the intro theme.
The world is
Didn't have 5 bars, so it didn't super, but that's awesome.
You're fighting.
Did you mention comboing off of a Big Band's grab?
Yeah, since it already scales it so far, you might as well. Like, going into raw super isn't gonna get you any safe damage.
Yeah.
I mean, you should always combo
So
if you can, but, you know, sometimes
Yep.
if you think you might drop it, you might make the decision.
Big Band's, we were talking about the ground grab.
Yeah.
ShadowDave left.
Oh, it might be having connection issues.
Yeah, but yeah, like Big Band's. A lot of people combo off of Big Band's ground grab with beat extend, and that's not something you want to do generally because it is easy to hit, yes, but it either you do no damage and no scaling, or you do a decent amount of damage and a lot of scaling.
But you know what? After the ground grab, even after a few hits, like let's say you use Giant Step to get him in there instead of beat extend.
Yeah.
You don't miss so much damage in scaling, because grabs scale on their own, like, a lot. They bring you pretty close to max, and after only a couple hits after that, you're there. So, beat extend is generally, you know, it scales really hard because it has so many hits on it, but, you know, it's not that it's such a bad option, and, well, I guess usually there's no reason not to use Giant Step, so you still should.
Yeah,
but
that's
not
and it's also because that some people like after the beat extend they drop it and accidentally use an OTG, but with a just medium Giant Step, that's will never be a problem.
That's right.
But I guess I can talk about what it is. I did see that MrMcNomNom swapped out to Parasol Beowulf or something.
It looks like. Oh god, I forget the name of the other guy all of a sudden. Roxas looks like he dropped out. Maybe he was having net issues. Do you want to stand in and give McNomNom a third game?
Sure.
Oh
no,
he's back.
ShadowDave
He's
is
back.
back.
Awesome.
Alright. Yeah, but yeah, I noticed that he switched out characters, and I'm not sure how new he is to the game, but I would generally suggest that, like, when you're picking up the game, you should start with, like, 1 or 2 characters. Like, you should experiment, then find, like, a couple of characters that you like, and then go for them, and, like, practice until you get at least decent with them, and then maybe expand.
But, you know, I can't say... I can't advocate, you know, staying narrow-minded when it comes to things you do in this game, because anything that you can make work will work, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, Juliet, she plays everyone, and she didn't, like... She's been playing for a while, but it's not like she's avoided characters altogether at any point.
Alright, MrMcNomNom's gonna go back to Squealing Beowulf, and ShadowDave is gonna keep on Valentine Fortune. No, I like that. That is a normal dive kick, and it's fairly safe. Charging up stances. I definitely think this is where ShadowDave should be more aggressive, but just using his normal mobility options and not Surge Bypass, because it can be very
High
unsafe.
commitment.
Yeah. I believe light is still safe on block, but it's if you whiff, it's incredibly unsafe. But I really like that MrMcNomNom is making sure to charge up stances while he can get them. This is definitely something that you always should do when you're playing Swiggly. Oh no, should not use Reserve Cord. But yeah, whenever you get a chance, make sure to charge up Squiggly. That's a good read actually on the raw tag. I like it.
Good job. 120.
I had the meter. That could have been the end of Valkyrie, I think, but it wasn't.
Yeah, but it did make. Ooh, that was.
Been through work.
This is, I mean, it was a read, yes, but it was. If ShadowDave had been blocking, that would have been a loss of a meter and like almost no damage and a free punish. Good catch.
Now it's person.
I definitely still think that ShadowDave should be being more aggressive in general, but he should be more careful what kind of moves he used to be aggressive. Like, he's using very unsafe moves, he's using Savage Bypass, and he's using supers, and that's generally something you don't want to use.
Yeah,
Did you put the overlay down?
The
You put the overlay down? Thank you. I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, okay. Scared me.
Oh!
God, I hate Squiggly's tag.
It's really bad, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not fantastic.
By the way, when you get a chance, do you mind trying to change the title? I've done it through the dashboard, but it changes the taking for some reason.
I don't think I have Night Praxis. You need to. I don't know if like, did you talk to Kai about this? Like, you
Ready for your
are part of the good team?
Oh, I do have night access. Okay. I was doing it through the dashboard. That might not be possible.
Oh, yeah, no, it's Ooh, that was a good disc pusher. Yeah, but basically get to Nightbot's channel, type exclamation mark Nightbot join, and then there's a command to change the title.
Alright.
Yeah, but
that was
I did. So we're gonna kick this, and we're gonna get. I mean, it's Coco versus Vidunder. Alright. Although there's no music.
Oh, jeez,
Well,
yeah. That's on my end. I forgot to turn that on. If you don't mind waiting, I can be out and back in a minute.
Yeah, MrMcNomNom was actually any tips on the last match. Yeah, okay. We'll get you back in there in a second.
Be sure not to start, by the way, because I'm out of the lobby.
Yeah. But yeah, MrMcNomNom playing Squiggly, I really like that he was using dive kicks, but I'm not entirely sure about the Daisy Pusher. Daisy Pusher is generally something you want to do as a very hard read, as a kind of like a wake-up super in a lot of ways. If you're sure that your opponent,
like 9 out of 10
sure
Daisy Pushers come either after a charged up center stage when they're near you, when you know that you've confirmed onto them, or when they're about to hit the ground and you know you can catch them.
Yeah, and generally I think that this pusher it did hit, but I do think that I feel like he could have gotten out of that because it was max range, and I don't think he was doing anything, so I think it was just a mistake that he forgot to jump back out of this. So Vidunder is going to be playing Solo Beowulf versus Coco's Fuqua Eliza.
Crush them.
Ooh, overlay. Got it. Okay.
So Coco is right off getting back in zoning, and she went out of it pretty quickly, but I know that Vidunder, Beowulf has a lot of ways to get out of zoning. For example, using if he drops the chair, he can use Crushing Heavy Kick, which is armored and it hits across almost the entire screen.
So I know that's some forward afterwards.
Oh. Yeah, and Coco, right off the bat I saw that like he was using a bit of unsafe moves, for example Fireball and Standing Heavy Kick in neutral while Vidunder is blocking. That's generally something you don't want to do. Since like Coco doesn't really do a lot of combos, and while it's obviously like we say a lot of that Skullgirls is more of a reset focused game, you definitely need some kind of combos, and that's just something, you know, walk into training mode and practice that for a while. But yeah, could definitely be getting a lot. Ooh, should not be doing.
Oh no! Should grab that. Alright, at least he did afterwards. If you block Sekhmet right as it comes out, you can really just walk or dash forward and grab it.
Ooh, bit of lag on my end.
Yeah, Same here. I guess that's a good time to talk about. I see that these players often they're struggling to find openings.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the time, like we saw a Raw Gigan Arm this match and a couple of them last match.
Yeah.
It's hard to give advice about that apart from try to learn your matchups. It comes with experience, which is easy at least.
I would also definitely say that this case that I was doing a lot of, it's not just the supers, but there's a lot of moves that, like, they're using it in neutral, but they're very unsafe, or they're forgetting to punish the opponent's unsafe moves, and that's just, I would suggest that you, like, pick up your main characters and go into training mode and set the opponent to blocking and see which moves are safe and which can be punished. That's very important to make sure that you don't throw out these moves that are very easy to punish, that can, essentially, just by using them, you get stuck for 6 or 7k, and you sacrifice momentum to your opponent.
I guess, should we talk about assist use? Because we're not seeing much of it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so we're seeing a lot of teams, but not much assist use. Early on, you might actually all be having an easier time with solos, because once you get an in, you get paid well for your openings, right? You get a lot of damage out of them for not very much investment.
I don't like that Coco is starting by using a lot of heavy moves in neutral either. That's not even necessarily a case of it being unsafe on block, because she was at quite a good range, but they're very unlikely to hit in most cases.
It's also if you don't put your opponent into block stun, they more often than not will have an option to deal with you, even if it is safe as a block string.
I definitely think that both players could stand to gain a lot from just going into training mode and researching to see which moves can be punished and which moves can't be. Ooh, I think that he should have gone into a standing heavy punch and it could have comboed into the horror there.
And Bird Insurance is tricky because even if you catch her, he starts coming out very early in the animation. So it's hard to get through that.
Definitely. Horde of Horus is a very good move in general, and it's definitely one of the signature moves that makes Eliza such an annoying neutral character to deal with. I also saw that
for that?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, an option for Horus is if you know that you can get an opening like off a light punch or something, or even just off a raw super, you can take it if you think that you can combo out of it. Just the raw super damage usually isn't worth it on its own. But if you have, that's one of your options to deal with Horus, because a lot of those will have invulnerability on startup.
Yeah, and there's also a case that I noticed that Coco was throwing out Sekhmet in the middle of a combo. In most cases you don't want to do it, because Sekhmet, while it's sort of the super form, it doesn't really add a lot of damage in combo, and it just drains your meter unnecessarily. Sekhmet is generally something you sort of reserve to until you get to the point where you're either dealing with someone who's zoning a lot, or you're just getting hit by a lot of light moves. That's generally when you start bringing out Sekhmet, not in the middle of combos. With a few exceptions. For example, Eliza converting off of her ground grab, he underuses Sekhmet. So Coco's gonna go back to Fuqua. And I've said this a few times, but I definitely don't like the fact that Coco is using zoning moves of Fuqua, like the shadows and fireballs in melee range. That's pretty much every projectile is unsafe in melee range.
That's right.
With a few exceptions.
You should talk to Josh B. Josh B's got a lot of really fantastic mid to close range pressuring Fuqua tech. He's really good with that. Like, I've been wanting to set up a segment where he can give people his tech, because that's very useful. And it's very useful for Fuqua. You're not just gonna have your zoning tech that you're relying on. It's more up close stuff.
I also noticed that Vidandor was using Weight of Anubis, the grab move where she calls on horror sorry, what is it? Albus. And generally that's something you don't want to use a lot in close range neutral, once again, because it's a, generally speaking, an anti-zoning tool, because it hits, like right here, it would be a very good idea, because Coco is staying close to the ground, and that's an excellent point where you could call in Weight of Anubis to grab her out of that, because it does no damage and it's pretty slow on startup and leaves you very vulnerable. So it's much more of a like full screen move, not the close range. yeah, those 3 matches again. Games. And next up, we're gonna have Gamez versus Miracle Blade 86. Yeah, 86. Right. Gamez is here. Blade has been sent, and Miracle Blade is here. Excellent. Both have been invited.
Alright.
Yeah, like, I definitely think that the main lesson to be taken out of these matches today is to learn what kind of moves are, you know, like, safe in the melee range, which are the most, you know, fireball type moves that should be used at long range. Just, you know, take a look at your arsenal, see what you have, and see what works with situations. That research is gonna go a long way.
Training mode is really your friend, and even if you're not going to do that, just try and pay attention to what's working and what's not. If you get punished in a way that you think is bullshit and that shouldn't happen, you know, that's a really good thing to pay attention to, because you could learn something. It's...
Yeah. Like, right off the bat I can say that I think this may be incorrect, but I believe that pretty much every light move in the game is safe. If I think some are not. I think some are minus on block, but I think they're all safe outside of like PVGCs. So that's one step. A large portion of medium moves are safe, and a large portion are not. But pretty much every heavy move is very unsafe.
That's right. Which is why a lot of the time you'll just cancel into specials out of heavies.
Yeah. For example,
Bird
like
insurance on Eliza. Yeah.
Except that's not safe. Yeah, there's a lot of... Yeah, that's correct. Generally speaking, like, it's very difficult to understand Punisher because a lot of characters, like, the way you should Punisher is to get a grab, or an invincible super, or a hyper or invincible super hyper armor that is like super gas. But if you have a long range grab, for example, Big Band, you can Punisher in the middle of the block string by grab here. But yeah, generally, like, if you want to be real safe, you can also cancel standing heavy punch into light to siren spiral, and that's safe on block. And that's also very useful resource to see what moves allow you to be safe on block, because there are a lot of special moves, and you know, you can cancel pretty much every heavy into a special move, and that's an easy way to make a lot of moves safe. And we're gonna have games with Beowulf and Valentine versus Miracle Blades Philia. Not sure how I feel about that crouching heavy kick, considering Philia is gonna be jumping around a lot. I think I would like to see more anti-air moves from Beowulf against Philia. Because there are definitely like a lot of characters, for example, like Painwheel is the most obvious one, but like Philia and Valentine are both examples of this as well, that spend like most of their time in the air. And I think you should be very careful about using very ground-based moves against them. How's the overlay?
Oh, no overlay's down. Oh my god, stop scaring me! Oh.
Just making sure.
I know, it's good, it's just terrifying.
I like that Gamez, when he was using Beowulf, he was making sure to keep the pressure on even through wake-ups. That's something that Beowulf is very good at, because his jumping heavy punch is a... Ooh, I think that was up on an OTG, that's already invulnerable. But yeah, like, Beowulf is one of the easiest characters to do cross-ups and mix-ups on, so it's very... and has excellent grabs as well. So absolutely, like, keeping the pressure up is very good in general. And Miracle Blade could, for example, you could be using Updo to punish that. Updo is... it's unsafe on block, but it does have invulnerability.
So if they're throwing something out, it's good.
Yeah, and there once again we see like just raw supers. That's the end of something we don't want to see.
Everything I say is a catchphrase.
A winner is you.
So those were a lot of bum trades for Miracle Blade.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking like that's gets punished a lot. He got reset for wake up a lot. And that's, you know, Philia the Updo is a very powerful wake up move if you're expecting to get wake up attacked. So that's just DP forward and a punch button, and it's very useful. So I would definitely suggest committing that to muscle memory. Getting pressured a lot, and that's part of that. We didn't see a lot of that, but you could definitely against wake up moves like that. I think every wake up move in the game, or every DP move in the game like that, for example, Blade Extend and Updo and so on, they're all unsafe on block. So one thing you could be doing as a wake up instead of
Jeez,
just.
I'm sorry, I just crashed, so I'm gonna be missing this game.
Oh, I think
My
they
Ninja
are
Radio
waiting.
Girls. Are they waiting? That's good.
Yeah, it looks like they're waiting. But yeah, like pretty much every DP move is unsafe. So one of the best ways to do a wake up reset is just to run up to them and look like act as if you were gonna do a wake up reset, and then don't. Then you basically get a free punish to someone using a DP move. But we didn't see a lot of that, so I think Miracle Blade was pretty smart in continuing to just keep the pressure up.
And that's not just like a thing that people will fall for until they know better. That's always gonna be useful. Like when I play waifu, I still get a lot of mileage out of running up, pretending like I'm gonna do something, and then waiting for, you know, the wake up super or something unsafe.
Yeah. Like Ian speaking, if you want to be safe, one of the safest. We dropped games. Okay, it says it's coming. Oh wait, that was. Yeah, definitely. Like one of the more safe options is to just jump back. It's gonna protect you from grab resets. It's gonna protect you from overheads, and if you can do it quickly enough, it should protect you from lows as well. So just up back.
The low thing, that's sort of that's the rock to its paper or to its scissors.
Yeah. But it is like
you have to time it right, but lows will beat up backing.
Or I feel like that a lot of people use either overheads or because most people, you know, they block low by instinct. So a lot of people try to counter that by doing overheads or grab wake ups. So if you're guessing that they're gonna do one of those, but you're not sure which, up backing is a very potent way to avoid that.
That's right. By the way,
Yeah.
down backing, you can't tech grabs while you're down backing. In case anybody doesn't know, that's why you'll be getting grabs when they're expecting you to down back, and why up backing is so strong, or why just going to tech them and punish works as well. It's sort of, you gotta guess at what they're gonna do, so your options are down back, back and tech, or up back. Or like, you know, wake up super or something, but...
Yeah. And there are definitely a lot of good wake up supers. Turning butter, cheap.
Yeah.
And that's if you I guess the point that I made of like you should run up and block, that doesn't apply for Cerebella. That definitely does not apply for Cerebella.
Yeah.
In which case, like if you want to be even safer against like your opponent trying to, like as soon as they wake up they go for a grab, you know, ultimate showstopper being the favorite there, you just walk up to them and instead of blocking, jump forward.
You gotta get the timing just right though. It's
Definitely. It's
soon
definitely
enough
timing
that
issue.
they won't be able to stop churning that butter. It's all about reaction.
Well, I'm saying you can beat Lodo every time if you just walk up to his Cerebella and jump. And so definitely I think some people, even in intermediate section, need to learn to like be a bit more careful with their wake ups, like both the aggressive and the defensive side there.
Have you played
Yeah,
me recently? For the last 3 weeks, all I've been doing is hard reads on Excelabella. Like, it's not even... Oh... It'll never happen because everyone knows, but I just want it to work so bad that I can't stop doing it.
Yeah, that's, you know, that's advice for everyone, like, make sure to have some kind of variation in what they do on the wake up so they don't become predictable.
Yeah.
But it's very easy to fall into that trap, yeah. I mean, my first 3 months for Squiggly Play was Daisy Pusher and only Daisy Pusher only. Looks like we're gonna have the same teams
Ladies, it's time to fight.
in Animo and Arena, which gives plus 50% damage to Beowulf.
The palette change.
That's also, DPS is like up to, that's not something outside of very hard reads, don't do that in neutral.
I see a lot of pressing going on Miracle Blade's part.
Yeah, I definitely really like that, yeah. See, there we go, good up there.
Ooh,
But
that
the
could've been a
Gamez
harder
is definitely the game's definitely keeping up the pressure, and that's absolutely like Beowulf 101. But I do think that Miracle Blade at this point is using up to a bit too much. Like even when he's only being very slightly pressured, he's using it, and that's very easy to punish from Game's part. Feel like that. Yeah, he's just
his option is go-to.
Yeah,
alternatives
I
are jumping heavy punch, jumping heavy kick, stuff like that, standing heavy punch.
overlay down.
Yes.
Cool. But yeah, that's definitely like I think Gamez could also be doing a better job of making sure to punish those. He got hit by a few updos, and even the ones he blocked, he didn't really punish, and that's updo is very punishable. So I think he could be doing a better job of reading that Miracle Blade is just throwing out a lot of updos and punishing them. But yeah, we're gonna be moving to number 3.
Apart from what we've spoken about, have you been spotting any themes in these games?
I do think that the Miracle Blade could be a bit more aggressive with Philia, like after he gets the reversal and he can it's back in neutral. I do think he could be pressuring it a bit better. In general, I also feel
Philia pressure is a big thing for people. Maybe talking to Waifu about it a little bit would help you because he plays Philia. Just learning how to go high, low, cross up, you know, stuff like that. Just be up in their face more often.
I definitely think that it's also a case of I'm seeing a lot of highs, but I'm not seeing a lot of low attacks, and I think that, you know, it's very easy to fall into that trap to be like, aha, people block low, so I'm gonna go for an overhead. But that's something people eventually catch on, so you need to make sure to go like split up lows and highs a lot more, and every now and then just throw in a grab. And not commit to one, because eventually people are gonna take your grab resets, people are gonna block high for your overheads, people are gonna block low. Like eventually, like being predictable is one of the worst sins you can do. You can utilize in a fighting game, I would say. Yeah, and I also definitely think that Miracle is being a bit more aggressive here, but also hairball. You should definitely curb your hairball usage because it's so unsafe and block. And
it's not using a lot of high commitment options. Hairball, slide, updo.
I think he could have been blocking there. He got a counter hit, so I'm not sure why he was pushing buttons like that. Because Philia...
Ooh, good catch. I mean, it's still high commitment. Can you see what I mean?
Yeah.
But
definitely. Commitment is, you know, it's flashy when you do
it. He gets grabbed out of it.
It's flashy when you do hit it, but like the chance of hitting it and the punishment for not hitting it is very high. Ooh, definitely could have punished that. But that could have just been straight into standing heavy punch, I think.
I would like to mention one thing that I've seen Gamez doing that I like a lot. He'll hit with his chairless lows, or chairless normals, you know, the armored ones.
Yep.
And then he'll send out Valentine to try and catch Philia so he can combo off of that, which is really good when it works.
And that's what we were talking about a bit, how to use assists. That's definitely one of the ways. And that was smart. He saw that he could chip out. Dishonorable, but smart.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It works.
Yeah, but that's like, it is. If you can chip them out, you definitely should. And you know, the sort of addendum to that is that, like, in some cases it look like you can chip them out, and then you'll do an Argus Agony, and then someone will teleport behind you and just get a free punish. So, you know, it's not a case of, oh, he has 100 health left, just throw out a super. It's more a case of, oh, this is guaranteed to chip him out. Let's do it. So we're gonna thank these two for their games, and we're gonna kick them, and then we're gonna get the next set, which is TiredOcean versus Jazz Massive. Pull him in there. There he is. Oh, he switched out from his little giraffe avatar.
Oh no, I like the giraffe.
Yeah. What is this?
Jazz, what is...
Just walk in here. You think you can just walk in here without your giraffe avatar?
Can't change things on me. I don't like change.
What is that avatar anyway?
I don't know, I'm looking at it big on his profile right now. Medic from TF2? I'm betting it's Medic from TF2. He's got the little mask on and the hat, the backpack. Whatever it is, it's kawaii as fuck.
Wow! Oh my god.
I've been committing to using that word more often.
Wife is going wild in chat.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, Jazz Massive ready up. We can go ahead and have our final scheduled game for today. Yeah, I think like I think a lot of the problems we've been seeing today, especially with raw supers, for example, and using a lot of heavy moves in neutral, it's probably, I think it's a lot of partially based on not knowing what to do in neutral, which is something that you know that partially comes with experience and partially just like going into training mode and trying out the moves. But also, I think it's a case of panicking a lot, just throwing out Gregor Samson or something, and that's once again that just comes with experience.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the most useful thing that we could be saying is giving advice on how to improve your neutral, not just saying that your neutral needs work, because, you know, neutral always needs work. Everybody, I need to work on my neutral.
Yes.
Just learn your options, figure out what's useful, what lets you get in, and what gets you in trouble most often.
Yeah, and once again, I definitely think that, like, step number one, like, I don't play every character, so I can't give advice on every character, but just going into training mode and looking at the frame data and seeing which one says plus and which one says, like, negative on block, like, that's the step one, and it's a very valuable step to take.
It's also good to watch some intermediate, like, not even expert, but even just intermediate level play for how they act. Like, it's good to see what happens when people make mistakes.
So TiredOcean is going to be playing Valentine and Philia versus Jazzmaster Weekly as Arbella. First impressions, I feel like both of them could be more aggressive, and that comes with the territory for Valentine and Philia. But I'm just looking at Jazzmaster, and at the start of the match he was just jumping back and not even charging up his moves. And that's definitely something you need to be doing.
That's right. I didn't catch his assist on Cerebella, did you?
Lock and load, which is definitely a good assist.
That's decent, yeah, that can get you the space you need to get your charge off right at the start of the match.
But I think I saw Jazzmaster try to do a like jumping heavy kick and then into a low as a reset. There are, generally speaking, like a lot of squealer resets comes from light dive kick, which is, you can't combo with a light dive kick, but it's very quick, and the following like low or high is gonna also be very quick to come out.
Light dive kick, you'll only use it when you wanna. When you're expecting to be blocked, right? So you throw it out and then you throw them, or you hit them with a low or a grab. It's a mix-up. And if you have a charge, you can combo off of it. That's sort of the point to it.
I definitely think that there are other uses for light dive kick than when it's expected to be blocked. Like, as mentioned, I think it's very useful for reasons, like because with the increased hit stun on medium dive kick, a lot of the quick resets you can do squiggly is gonna be easier to do with light dive kick, and it's gonna be a lot quicker. But you know, once again, I'm seeing a lot from both TiredOcean and Jazzmaster throwing out, for example, crouching heavy punches on Valentine and such, and there you go, standing heavy punch. And both of is still a case of they're throwing out unsafe moves and their opponent is failing to punish. But I did like the burst bait from TiredOcean even if it didn't work out. I like that TiredOcean is making sure to keep. He's making sure to keep Jazz in his corner, and I do think that Jazz, there are ways like Dynamo could definitely be catching TiredOcean.
Yeah, and they've got rainbows, right? 5 meters, so yeah. With Squiggly on the team, anything Jazz does can end up safe. At almost any range.
Basically, yeah, if you just go for Dynamo, if it's blocked, you can just throw out a straight Squiggly Battle Opera, a light kick, medium kick, Squiggly Battle Opera, and that automatically makes, and it doesn't just make it safe, it's also a case of while they're blocking the Squiggly Battle Opera, which keeps it in lock stun, you can run up and do an overhead or a low, or even wait until...
For Squiggly players, the spacing on that isn't so forgiving, so if you use Dynamo and you end up right on top of them, SBO can leave you vulnerable for long enough for your opponent to get a confirm in. So try and keep an eye on the spacing, like know when you can and can't do it safely.
It's why I see a lot of like Cerebella Squiggly players, they'll do Dynamo and it might be blocked, and like they'll forgo the chip damage to just cancel out into SBO very quickly to make sure that it actually hits. I think I might be getting a drop here.
Yeah.
I'm
it's
dropped.
up for me. Oh, that sucks.
Oh.
Alright, so we'll do radio girls. So Jazz does back off and calls assist right off the bat, but TiredOcean pressures and he can't get the charge off. A grab from TiredOcean on Valentine, gets him in, gets a reset, gets a second reset on Squiggly. Half of Squiggly's health is gone. These are not the longest chains, but they're good. Jazz raw tags into Cerebella and gets punished for it, as he should. Jazz seems to have a pressure string that he should be run stop canceling so that he can continue his combo, but he's not getting that. He's paying for it pretty dearly. Cerebella's at a quarter health with another quarter of her health as her red HP. If you can tag out, he's good. but I don't know if he's gonna get the chance. He's dropping a lot on Bella. Goes for a really unsafe tag into Squiggly. He could have DHC'd. He has 5 meter now. He got an in on TiredOcean, but he couldn't follow up on it. I'm wondering if he's having some latency problems, because a lot of his confirms that he was getting 100% of the time last game just aren't coming out.
Time to operate.
Looks like this is over if TiredOcean can end. It's got 3 meters, so it should be hard. Doesn't even need it.
Player 2 is best.
Alright. So, quick question, was the overlay down?
Yes, it was.
Alright. Need to keep checking.
Every time you say it, my heart drops into my stomach for just a second.
That's understandable, yeah.
I've done it so many times.
You can just copy me and just ignore people, like, complaining about it and just, like, do it. Drop it and pretend like nothing happened.
Nah, you're all crazy. It was down the whole
It
time.
makes everything a lot less awkward. Ocean. Also overlay. Looks like I'll be able to watch this one, and Jasmine is gonna bring back Misfortune.
Gentlemen and ladies, it's time to fight.
We're being very cautious here. Oh, don't like the going bowling in the melee range. There are definitely better options in general.
You know, against Valentine, bowling at pretty much any range is unsafe.
Yeah. Also, I did see that he used a crushing heavy kick, a sweep in a combo. That's definitely one of the ways you can make sure you'll never be able to combo off that. Not sure if that was some kind of burst speed, but I do think he was close enough to be able to burst that. But I do like that Jazz Master was not mashing. I don't like that he's mashing raw tag now though.
I'm not sure what. Maybe it was an unintentional switch to Bella. He's been having trouble with it. I don't. It's really hard to tell what's going on.
I think the TiredOcean was definitely waiting for that. You could see he was just down blocking and waiting for Jazz to swap in. And once again, I definitely think that's a case of make sure to not be predictable when you're playing fighting games. And that's once you start to go, like, as soon as you go down to like 40% health or something, and just draw tag. I got dropped out, by the way. If you just do draw tag every time you go down to low health, that's very easy to punish once. Like, sees it once or twice.
I'm seeing. Speaking about the way that Jazz is playing, he's doing a lot of stuff that will reward a patient defender. And TiredOcean seems to be picking up on that really well. He's waiting for a lot of stuff, sometimes maybe a little bit too long. The disrespect deflector. Oh, Jazz almost caught TiredOcean. Just needs to get that Bella out of there. Looks like it's not gonna happen. We're seeing a lot of desperation supers from Jazz. I want to see less of those.
Yeah, I think Jazz in general, I've been seeing him use a lot of supers in neutral, and that's pretty much something that you run unless you're being pressured very heavily and you're confident that you'll be able to land a reversal super. Supers are meant to be used in combos, not outside of them.
Ooh, that's it. Again, a raw super, just. I don't know, Jazz would have had to do a lot of uphill work, but, you know, that's what killed him. The last thing that got him killed.
Yeah. Alright, so that's the end of our scheduled matches. So, we're gonna open up for an open lobby session now for the remaining an hour or so until the NA stream starts. So anyone who wants to play can join up.
Yeah,
On either get into the Steam chat and click join game on either mine or Tomer's icon, and you can play.
Oh, so you know what I ordered yesterday?
The
The TE2 fight stick. Oh, that's...
Do you use a fight stick right now?
I do. I have an old one that I've been slowly gutting and replacing the insides of with my Frankenstick.
Wow.
I have been wanting to do one thing that now I can do, which is replace the inside of my old fight stick with a Raspberry Pi and just wire all the buttons to that directly. And have that be just an all-in-one emulator machine. Because Pis can run everything up to like third strike. I was amazed to find out. I had no idea. So that's exciting. That's gonna be my next project.
Sounds like fun. You nerd.
Give me a lunch, man.
Anyway, we're gonna have Untitled versus Gamez. So let's see, Gamez was playing Beowulf and Valentine, is that right?
Was he the one who was switching between Squiggly, or was that MrMcNomNom?
Yeah, that was MrMcNomNom.
Okay.
Confusing now that there are MrMcNomNom and Mr. Manly Mannerman. It's beautiful. Mr. Manly Mannerman. Nerd.
Time for your physical.
Hello, it looks like Gamez is gonna be playing Beowulf Valentine and Untitled is gonna be playing Beowulf. The diversity in the Skullgirls character roster is great. I don't like that the Gamez is using Crushing Havoc in melee range. That's definitely you can't really punish that. Valentine does have a lot of multi-hit moves, but in general those are going to be coming out too slow to punish it on reaction. But she does have a very quick grab, and I would like to see Untitled use that to bypass the armor boost of Gamez.
It's a small note, by the way, but I can't believe he's hitting all those. Gamez, instead of pulling Untitled onto the chair, he pulled him into the corner. And he put himself in the corner in between it and Untitled, which wasn't
don't see the reason for that raw tag at all. Like, even we definitely say that you should be using the HCs if you want to tag out, but I don't think he should have tagged out at all there. Like, he didn't have any health to regen, and by raw tagging he's just gonna lose a lot of health. Untitled is also using Crushing Heavy Kick in melee range, and while it does hit low and it does have armor, so there's a reasonable chance that it'll hit. It's still very unsafe on block if your opponent knows to punish it. Overlay.
Oh my god! I almost made it.
Oh, it's only the second time. We have an hour left. Anyway, so then it's gonna be... Damn it, I said Newton. Untitled. God damn it. Ooh, good tech. Good tech.
It's rare you see people read each other like that.
Yeah, and, you know, that's definitely... I think, ooh, oh, what?
Wow!
I think...
I don't believe it!
Alright.
So much meter, by the way.
That's still why you shouldn't use... We shouldn't use Crushing Heavy Punch or Crushing Heavy Kick in, like, very close range. I think you could have DHC'd slightly later there to get the full damage.
I think you could have gotten the damage. But you know what, I don't play Bayo, so I don't know where the DHC point ends.
I know you can DHC after that. Yeah. That's just one, that's a very small problem really. That's just, you know, more practice. Oh
wow!
That was unnecessary.
That too, that was a lot of meter used.
Time to operate.
I think that was very much a panic super, and I think Connor was using it.
This could.
I think Untitled really needs to catch on to the fact that Gamez is spamming the Crushing Heavy Kick and Crushing Heavy Punch. You know, he needs to be blocking them. He needs to be blocking low. There was no reason to be blocking high there because like across the big screen there are like almost no.
Well, that was
like
counter hit on the last one.
Yeah, but I did see that he got hit low quite a few times. But in general, like there are no overheads that hit more than half a screen away. Like you have charged item drop that hits high, but that's like fully charged, and you have like Fukua's heavy shadow, and that hits like mid screen or something.
Yeah.
But like at that distance, you have to be blocking low. There's no reason to not be blocking low. There are no grabs that are going to be coming in. You should be blocking low. So I guess I'll have to go back to reminding you about the overlay.
No, it's good. It's good this time.
Alright, and it's gonna be swapping out to Fukua, which is interesting. He was playing Fukua last game, so it's interesting. I definitely think that Gamez is relying far too much on crouching heavy kick, and it's definitely a case that, like, you know, because most armored moves are specials, and then you get Beowulf who has armored normals. I definitely think that a lot of Beowulf players have a problem with abusing those, just because it seems too easy to just counter enemy attacks.
You can't cancel into specials out of them.
No, but you can cancel with Airwolf. To make one of those blocks safe, which does cost not 1 meter, and it's not really gonna get you anything, but it does make them safe. But yeah, like, so it's definitely, I think it's a lot of Beowulf players really like the armored moves, and they sort of go a bit crazy with them. And I definitely don't think it's a positive thing.
Yeah,
wasn't there
about
like
how Ento's playing on his Fukua? He immediately backed himself up into a corner and gave Gamez the initiative. Like, he got pressured real hard and didn't find any openings to get back out through it. So,
you know, like, there are definitely like a lot of characters. I think Squiggly could be argued to be one of these that like excels at the mid range. But by no means should you back like more than half a screen away. At that point, you're exposing yourself to incredibly unnecessary danger.
Peacocking.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even just the distance, it was the fact that he was putting himself into the corner so quickly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he doesn't
like,
have an assist to, you know, pressure his way back out, so if he's there, he's gonna have a hard time moving away.
I think he could have. I think it was. That might just have been BM though. But like overall, I would definitely want to see Gamez using more lights in general. He did do it. He did do a very nice like crossover or a mix up there, when N2 was in the corner. But in general, the fact that he's using so many heavies, it leaves a lot of openings. And in general, you want to make sure that you leave as few openings as possible, because in general, like I think a lot of the time, if you just look up a random intermediate match, the player who's more safe about what they're doing is gonna win a lot of the time. The one who's just like spamming out everything.
It's not even just about good practice, it's about trying to keep a cool head.
Yeah.
You don't always have to be doing something, which is... I struggle with that. Like, I want to always be doing something, but it's not always wise.
Pretty much. They're absolutely like Skullgirls. You know, Mike sees himself said it is very pleased with the fact that like not spamming, not button mashing is like an incredibly important lesson to learn while playing Skullgirls. So, and I think that's a lesson that everyone has to take to heart at some point. There is, without a doubt, like a place for just holding back. Also, I'm seeing a lot of heavies. I think God damn it! I think Nut could be punishing that by going for lights. Ooh, Gamez should have been blocking that. Like it was pretty much
jumped up to try and punish, I think.
Yeah, but you have to be very careful because there are a lot of moves that have such large hitboxes that you can't actually punch them like that. And instead, you'll just get caught. And that's that's once again just a case of larger matchups. I think I also definitely think that Nut could be Raw tag gets punished by Raw super. Neither of them were really good moves in general, but it ended up working out in Nut's favor. Yeah, I definitely think that Nut could benefit from just going into into training mode and just practicing a lot of combos, and I guess Gamez is also dropping a few Valentine combos here. And I'm not seeing I don't think I'm seeing a lot of deliberate resets to it. I'm generally seeing counter hits or just dropping combo and accidentally picking up later because the opponent was not blocking.
Wow!
Ooh,
see those blocks?
Yeah, that's very smart. It was very smart actually from Gamez that he was sort of doing a cross-up, and very nice from Entut that he was able to block that. It'll be a game free though.
I'm really impressed he was able to do that. That was good.
Yeah. Beowulf, without a doubt, has the best raw tag in the game. By far.
I hate him so much.
It's especially bad when like when you're in the corner and you can't even see the like Beowulf traveling across the screen. It just suddenly comes out of the corner. Awful. Lobby's open. Anyone may join.
If we have to wait too long, we could always play a match against each other too. I know our ping is a gorillion high.
Fantastic. The gorilla ping is yearning.
Alright, let's wait a minute and then play while waiting for more people to join.
Yeah, and you can join lobbies while we're playing anyway. So you know, whatever.
Did you say can or can't?
You can join. Well,
yeah.
So you know, just because we're playing doesn't mean you can't. So you know, stuff. I definitely think that today the defining features has been like what moves they use in neutral, and I think with Beowulf the main one was doing is the crushing light kick. It comes out very quickly. Standing light kick hits
upsettingly quickly. It will beat out so much.
Yeah.
Especially.
No, go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay, I'll rock paper scissors you. What did you choose?
Okay, wait. I'll count to 3. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. What did you choose?
I choose gun.
What?
Gun beats everything.
Yes.
Rock. I chose rock.
I chose scissors. So
okay. I forgot what I was gonna say now. I don't think this method works very well.
But yeah, okay. I was gonna say that like Beowulf's standing light kick. It hits low. It's a bit slower and does a bit more damage. But the main advantage is that like a lot of people have a hard time, like, because it's definitely like muscle memory to be like, oh, someone is like very close to the ground. That means someone is hitting hitting low. So someone is standing up. That means they're hitting mid or high. So it's sort of slower than standing or crushing light kick as far as I know, but it's a bit more tricky to coming. Beyond that, it's like Wolf Blitzer is spammed by a lot of people. It doesn't have any armor or invincibility. It can be very easily punished if someone has an anti-air move like Excelbella, but it can get you across the screen very quickly, and it can be very confusing for people to block.
That's right. Also, with Beowulf, I haven't seen much of this sort of pressure, but he excels at the close-up mix-ups. Like his hop normals and just anything he does can be cancelled into his chair kick special, right? The light chair toss. That's a low. He can do so much that it just will ruin your day. I want to see more people like that. Banans does that a lot. He abuses the hell out of it, and everyone here should learn from him.
Oh yeah.
Even though I hate it. Feel free to message him. Really, like he likes to help people.
Yeah, just call him in the middle of the night. He lives. He doesn't do anything but play Skullgirl, so he won't be bothered by it.
Yeah. But really, don't be strangers. You know, find people. Ask for anything you need out of even the events. Like everyone.
I'll fight you right here.
Yeah.
1v1 Miss Squiggly.
Oh, you know it. I have push to talk bound on my mouse, and I have a button bound on my fight stick, so you'll be able to hear me, but the rest of you guys won't. Sorry.
That's gonna be weird.
I do a lot of super unsafe stuff that I make okay by using a lockdown assist, so we'll see how this goes.
I have
Game might have frozen up for me.
Oh. Okay, I'm back in the lobby.
Yeah, I've frozen. Guess I'm gonna restart.
Okay, well, we'll be waiting for you and stuff.
If nobody joins by the end of our game, I guess it's time to shut things down.
Problem. Someone's mentioning in chat that they're asking how long it is until NA starts, and they're like, I'm hoping that I'm at the bottom of the list because my game is still downloading. I imagine that's...
Who is it? Who is it? I want to make sure we can move him around if we need to.
Diesel. Great name, by the way.
Dizzle. Got it. Let's see.
I'll check the schedule, actually. Not first. Oh, he's in the first and intermediate. So yeah, that's like...
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Oh, probably
Yeah,
at least an hour in, I think.
Alright.
Alright.
Let's... Oh, jeez.
Video games. Wait, quick question, will I be able to hear me?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Tally-ho!
I have it wired up so they can hear TeamSpeak, but I have it on push to talk so they're not getting background noise whenever I'm not speaking.
Fair enough, yeah. Random, huh?
What a shameless imitation.
There's much shame.
I like your colors.
Go.
Thank you.
Would you kindly Dragonfly! Step away!
Uh-oh.
Dragonfly!
Thrust.
So
Second.
Oh, I see how it is.
You're just gonna charge up your shit, huh? Stop! Ah! Good one.
Got a second. A shot.
Oh god. I goofed
I have
really
no
hard
idea
at
what
the end.
happened. I have no idea what was going on at the end there.
Message from propaganda.
A lot of the aerial stuff was mostly just me doing fast fall and dropping a really cool aerial cross under that I never get to work.
Yeah, the one where you just go standing heavy kick, jump up, and then light dive kick, right?
Yeah, the timing is tricky, but it's light, medium, aerial heavy kick, and the aerial heavy kick is a fast fall if done in combo, but it doesn't connect, so you come out of hit stun, and then you're on the other side of them, beneath them, and you can medium dive kick and catch them from the other side. It's really quick, the timing is kind of tight, but it's cool as hell when it works, and it's really hard, for me at least, to see coming.
Right.
So I'm not looking for it.
So yeah, we're still waiting for someone else. I guess like if nobody joins in like a minute, one of us will fight him.
Alright.
Probably me, because I lost.
I mean, he is East Coast, so my thing is moot. Alright.
Alright. Well, I mean, sure, why not? If we had more people who were like waiting to join, we'd probably like not allow this, but yeah, go ahead.
This might even be the last match if we don't have more people after. Oh no! It's
Game's out
your
of shit.
fault. You scared him off.
I didn't do nothing. You should have protested in that case. I was scaring him off.
Alright. I guess let's wait.
Hey, we'll just... Yeah, wait a minute. How are you doing, Tommer?
I'm doing well.
You're playing video games?
Playing video games. Oh, Mr. Uric misname as I hate it.
How have you found the Steam sale then?
What's that?
How have you been finding the Steam sale? Yeah.
Good. I didn't really spend much money until the last day when I realized that I didn't spend much money, and then I spent a lot of money.
Wow. You're just
But
a slave to the machine.
Valley
Just a
without
slave to
wind?
the machine.
Yeah.
Oh really? I heard that it was like pretty bad.
So Valley Without Wind 2, there was a lot of negative response to it because the people who liked the first one, it was different. But I've heard a lot of really, really good things about the first one, despite its really weird graphics style.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, so MrMcNomNom is going to be playing Beowulf, and Antit's going to be playing Valentine Beowulf, and of course NMO.
I love
so you're speaking.
the empty music for this stage.
Yeah. The other thing, I've seen that like MrMcNomNom got hit by their like Antit was doing a light that got blocked, and then he like as soon as he hit the ground he kept pressuring with like standing light punch, and MrMcNomNom was pressing buttons. You know, in those cases, like when you even if you block a air, and if you block an air attack and then they go for a ground attack, they'll still have the frame advantage on you. So you can't in those situations you should just keep blocking, and you shouldn't be trying to counter them.
Reversal super is your only option when they have the frame advantage on you, but it's still technically unsafe.
Pretty much.
I like breaking that armor, that's nice.
MrMcNomNom does have a free bar, so Antit does not seem like he's going for very safe attacks. He's just going in as far as he can. So I think we could be seeing MrMcNomNom do some wake up zippers. I did like the Wolf Blitzer catching Antit there.
Yeah, the second one wasn't safe, he ended forward instead of down. On block, it's safe if you go down.
Everything I say is a catchphrase.
Antit's doing well. I remember I played him a couple weeks ago and he wasn't this on top of things. He's made some progress.
Don't freak out, but did you put down the Ole?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good. Just, you know, gotta keep on top of things. Yeah, no. We're gonna be moving to match 2 here. I don't think that MrMcNomNom is getting pressured a lot, and I do think like gigantic arm is a fantastic wake up zipper. There's essentially no way to avoid it. You can block it and it'll be unsafe, but you can't really jump over it or anything. Here's a great thing, by the way, that Adwin's told me. You can low profile the gigantic arm with Squiggly's crouching light kick.
Can low profile the gigantic arm with crushing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed that. What were you saying?
You can get under the gigantic arm with Squiggly's crouching light kick.
A shot. Give me.
No.
Yes.
What?
You know, you can also dodge Parasol's napalm shot with a standing heavy kick. Antit is using some weird moves, like he's using like crouching heavy punch at distance, and that I definitely think that MrMcNomNom could be punching it with, for example, brass knuckles or heavy giant step. There are like Antit is doing a lot of things that is not safe, and is doing them at weird ranges that could be punished.
I don't know.
So I would
Is
like,
Cerebell one of his mates?
I have no idea, but we haven't seen him play it tonight, I think.
He's
yeah,
pressing
by the
a
way,
lot
Big
of
Man.
buttons. Every hit is a counter hit.
MrMcNomNom is definitely. Oh, that's good though. And that might kill. Oh, it's not. But MrMcNomNom is like Big Man has vastly different corner combos. Like most of his like on this combos can't be used in corner. I don't think any of them can actually, but I can't confirm that.
Big Man?
So yeah.
Oh, Big Band's. A lot of his stuff won't work in corner, it's space independent.
Yeah.
But he does have corner combos. Like, stuff that will only work in corner.
I was gonna come to that, and I think that MrMcNomNom was trying to do it because one of the classic ones is like standing heavy kick and then do it into medium brass knuckles and pick up from there. But it looks like he didn't really get them off. So, and what would that just like pretty much every time we say that someone's dropping a combo, the best advice you can give is just go into training mode and practice it. Like, we can't say like, oh, you have to push this button in that order. Like you know that you just gotta get that into muscle memory. So yeah, just jump into practice mode or training mode and practice it.
So Antit looks all caffeined up by the way he's playing. Like he's pressing a lot of buttons. When he's throwing out his supers, I don't know if you can tell, he's pressing one button before the action is completely finished, so he's ending up with DPs before the double quarter punches. Like, have you seen that on his dynamos?
Yeah. I think I'm solid, yeah.
Oh god, the overlay was up. Oh. And Skullgirls
that
crashed. Oh.
Oh god. That does not look like they're playing right now, so I guess it was like a to whatever. And Skullgirls AXE has stopped working.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say, like last week, and usually when it crashes, it's a couple people at least.
It was fine for me though, like the lobby was totally fine, like you know, the menu animations and the music just kept going, and then it's just like, you know what?
You know what, I've decided not to be working right now.
No, if the rest of the lobby is gonna crash, I wanna crash too.
All the cool kids are doing it.
Basically. Alright, so invite Enderman and to a certain dude Bomber.
Hmm? Oh, I hopped back in the lobby, but alright, people are joining.
Oh, is there?
No, it's cool, it's cool.
Oh, I didn't realize the lobby's still up. Yeah, it's still open lobby, Ninja Gun TV. Yeah, I guess.
Okay, let's see.
Apparently, Entud apparently is. Entud's computer apparently crashed.
Ah. I guess we have a space then. Somebody mentioned they'd like to play Ninja Goon TV.
And Gamez is back in.
Okay. Let's see, I got some good terrible games on sale. I got another Bad Rats, Dino D-Day.
No! Why?
There's more, okay. The Hatman Shadow Ward. Have all you seen this game? It is... Ooh. So spooky.
It's like, even if you're doing it ironically, you are handing over like money to
My
horrible
hard-earned
developers.
19 cents. No, they deserve it. Look at this. Look at this game.
No.
It's like a satire. It's so good.
Oh my god. Keep posting that in chat and I'll have to time you out.
I bought 2 of this.
What the hell is...
Just look at the picture. Look at the store page picture. It's so good.
Very spooky. Why, Tom? Wife did say no more shitposting. I've broken that rule.
This is quality posting right here. Based on a true story, discover the horror of the Canton Insane Asylum as you attempt to rescue your daughter. Experience the scariest game of 2014. The scariest. Didn't the second Amnesia come out in 2014?
If Nightfire comes in, listens to this, and decides to like throw us off the channel, I will consider this a win. I will consider this a win-win. Anyway, MrMcNomNom is playing Big Band versus Gamez is Beowulf. Oh, should not start with Brass Knuckles. The light version is
the best palette for solo Big Band, which is of course King Dedede.
That's true, yeah. Although, wait, no, I just have to disagree. You are forgetting Pimp Coats.
Wait, he has pimp coats?
Yeah, he's the purple one.
Oh god, like the purple and brass one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, definitely Brass Knuckles, both medium. I'm actually not sure about mine, but I know that both medium and heavy, and he was using them there, are incredibly unsafe on block. I actually think light is actually safe on block. Although there's a weird case that like it's sort of dependent on spacing. Like sometimes they will be out of range to punish, but they're all negative on block. So definitely not a move you want, because most people will start a match by just jumping back to avoid any like shenanigans at the start of it. And Brass Knuckles is one of those things that are always gonna get punished if you throw it out when you shouldn't be punished.
But you know what? At certain ranges, depending on who it is, like you know, some stuff you just can't pull on like, Squiggly because SBO, or
yeah,
you know, Valentine because bypass. But still, some ranges. It's perfectly fine to throw out just harass Brass.
But at the start of the game, usually that's not enough
yeah,
range.
no, that's unwise.
Yeah. Bomber, your history is greater than this monster. No, not gonna deny it. truth.
I think I always butcher this name. Fuji Sasquatch.
Exquisite Sasquatch?
Yes, he's the one who got bad rats last time.
Yeah, I remember now.
Oh,
No, we had
that's-
100 viewers back then, now we have 20. I think I know why.
How do I do another raffle?
No. No more raffles. Isn't
Oh,
that like...
What the
wasn't
heck,
there,
man?
Wasn't there something like weird Twitch did that like, you know, it's like illegal to do raffles or something?
Is it? That would be news to me.
Which does have... No, Infinite Lobby,
Infinite
hello.
Lobby. Oh.
Been so long.
Oh, I thought we could have made it.
Hold on, I'm gonna try to exit without Alt F4ing.
Oh,
Oh,
hit,
fuck.
Hit B. Hit B.
Oh yeah, that's true. Fair enough. Alright, I'll make a new lobby. It's up.
I'm actually. Oh, you made it already?
Ah, yeah.
I'll join on you.
Yeah, and MrMcNomNom joined up first, so now he gets to be the commentator instead of you get to be the one who's gonna be playing the matches. I think that's how it works anyway. Yeah, like I think there was probably not like I think it was for Twitch. You can't hand out prizes or something, unless like, if you're a partner stream at least, or not. But you know.
Oh, okay.
But there's
That's
something
a
about
weird
it.
rule. Was there like some issue with that?
I have no idea. But then again, like I think both Twitch and YouTube are like racing to see who can make the dumbest rules and like changes of all time. So I guess probably just another part of that arms race.
Oh god, I always forget how do I nightbot raffle?
I'm not gonna help you with that. BNB Scout mentions in chat that raw tagging faggot.
Who, Lada?
I think he's talking about Lottie, yeah.
Fraud
Seems-
ass, raw tagging piece of shit.
Dude, this is why we need to get partnered so we can have like a load of
Oh, god.
the greatest thing. Yeah, there's also the whole thing that like YouTube is trying to be a streaming service again. And I'm not sure about that because they're sort of, considering the changes over the last like 10 years, they're barely a video service at this point. Like, I mean, to be fair, YouTube is essentially kept alive by inertia, right?
Yep. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
massive.
a massive site, you know, inertia can keep it going for a long time.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, there's no real alternative at the moment, but they're doing like nothing, like every change is negative. It's amazing, really. I'm impressed. Oh, the rule is that everybody has to be able to participate, not just people who subscribe to you. That's still a weird rule.
Yeah. I guess I can see where it's coming from. I don't dislike it, but
Yes, I mean... weird.
alright. Can we get somebody else in here? It's been a while.
Yeah, so people wanting to play. I don't know. If
Edwin
you know
and
what
Fuji,
yours-
I see you. You can't hide from me.
Wow. But yeah, I guess if nobody joins in a minute, I can play like my C team.
Alright.
It's still not something I want to do because it's, you know, we're all bad here. Let's just be frank about
Yeah,
that. But like, you know,
completely honest, I'm not very good at this game.
no, but like we definitely have a better grasp of fundamentals, and like no matter which character you're playing, because that's the thing about like Skullgirls combos. A lot of them are just like light, medium, heavy, and then like some kind of special or jump to link them.
Mhm.
So you know that. So I'd prefer someone else get in, but if no one else get in like say 30 seconds. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I didn't have to threaten anyone. Is this some sort of European lobby stream? Well, I'm glad that you're asking in those terms, because quite clearly we're doing our job perfectly if you have to ask. But yes, essentially, at least right now. Like normally, it's.
I mean, we're getting a lot of NA. I don't know if we have enough that we can enough players that we can do it strictly European. It's definitely nice to have people with low ping playing each other, but.
Oh, were they?
Yep.
All right. I hope there was a yep in the sense that you put it down and not like it's up.
Side effects may include nausea and headaches.
Right, same.
Absolutely, it's in place. Can't see shit.
Ninja Police is gonna be playing Valentine Eliza. I think we've seen like one or two Elizas today, but not a lot of them. Ooh, I think he definitely could have comboed off with that better. Yeah, have you ever seen that MrMcNomNom? It looks like he just needs to practice his combos a lot more because he's pretty good at the neutral game. Honestly, he knows big bands like. I think that was an attempt at a reset. He knows like sort of big bands, how you do big band neutral at this the basic level, but he's dropping a lot of combos.
I like his pressure. It's good. It's on top of things. He's ending with that sweep, which is kind of unsafe.
Yeah, it's very
but
unsafe.
He doesn't have to.
And
Like,
brass knuckles is also
that is
unsafe.
pretty good.
Yeah, you know, there are always like minor things, and that's I definitely think he should be using sweep a lot less. But I think if I had to give
it's like it's a guessing game. So if
Yeah.
The opponent might think that he's gonna giant step instead, like that's when you do it. I haven't seen any giant steps go out, so I don't know how Ninja Police is responding to them.
Yeah, I definitely think we're seeing a lot more giant steps as a but yeah, definitely we're seeing giant steps as more. That's not gonna hit because he's in the air. But that's another case of that's less raw supers in general. But if I had to give one advice to MrMcNomNom, it's definitely like practice combos a bit more. It's like he hits IPS there. And less raw supers. He's better about it than a lot of players, but still, definitely needs less.
We have come to terms. See you, Space Scout. Now, message from Propaganda Minister.
Alright, yeah. Game on. Time to ready up again. Progress. Oh yeah, Adwas is also mentioning that you can alpha counter out the bursts to make them a lot safer in most cases, so yeah. Because that's a lot of, it's very rarely used, but like in cases where you block or you either block a burst or you manage to get a burst in some other way, a lot of people will directly go into like, taking advantage of it. But sometimes that's unsafe if you call in a alpha counter. And for those who don't know, alpha counter is, it's just holding stick forward, or yes, and tagging. Where do you want to tag in? Which is very rarely used because it does cost a meter, and it's also the case that like I see a lot of people who like just found out about that you can alpha counter and they'll just do it as soon as they can. But the thing is that most cases where you're in a block string and you want to do it, you should because you'll automatically do the assist move when you go in. Like if you have a license set up to do say Osiris spiral, when you alpha counter, she will do a Osiris spiral before she goes back to neutral. And in a lot of cases, people choose assists that are more meant for lockdown, like say Seracopter or like Dragon Bite. But generally speaking, the ones you want to alpha counter in are more the DPSs, like up to beat extends and so on.
The nice thing about alphas is that you come in like what 12 frames into the animation or like something out of neutral. You come in far into the animation, which means that you don't just need a DP that's invulnerable right away. You can use almost anything and it'll get you somewhere. You get no vulnerability on your assists, but they will hit more often than not.
Yeah. So Fujisuka asks, how do you do the alpha counter of the bursts? You burst and then you do an alpha counter. Yes, it's the normal command. It says like as soon as you burst, or like while you're bursting, just do the alpha counter command and it work as just as if you were doing it during a block. During the burst, yeah. Yeah. Not sure if Ninja apparently left or something.
Guess he pieced out.
Yeah, Alright, so I guess we'll do, once again, if no, I'll say lobby's open, and if nobody comes in within like a minute, I'll play. Need to redeem myself by playing someone who has like 300 less hours in Skullgirls than I have.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Oh no, Josh is joining.
Ooh.
Nope.
Ooh.
Nope.
If I let him beat me in neutral, it's over. I can't.
No!
Ah.
He did it. God damn it. No. No, fuck you. Josh is going wild in chat. I'll be dying. I think Josh managed to murder the lobby. Alright.
Okay then.
Alright, so lobby's open.
This is clearly Josh's fault.
Alright. Wait. Quintuple M is back? Good. Oh yeah, were you doing open lobby today, by the way?
I'd like to. It's the third stream in a row, so if we can substitute somebody, it would be nice for me. But I can do it if you ask me to do it.
I'm up for doing it, but I'd prefer not to stream it. Because last Sunday I streamed and like the chat was nothing but like, wow, the quality is really low. I'm like, yeah, the quality. You have two options: either the quality is low or you have no stream. If you're like, the quality is really low.
Goddamn commie internet is.
It's. But yeah, so I'd prefer. I might do it if I really have to, but we'll see. Still, another like 5 hours something until start. So we'll see.
Okay.
Ninja good, or like Sig Sagoon. I don't even know.
So if I type giveaway on, I think there's 3 types. I want random, I guess. Let's try it. Did it do it?
Did manage to type exclamation mark way on.
And that's the command. I should have Nightbot access too, though I haven't tested. Oh, what's happening?
I don't know, I think lobby might be dead. I'm gonna...
Remake?
Yep, remake.
Okay, I'll join on you when it's up. Starts a random number giveaway or turns off any giveaway function. Okay.
Very professional here.
All I want to do is share terrible games with the world. Why?
This is how we know that God exists and that he is a force of good in the world. But this nerd is actually gonna pick a stage himself, not just randoming it. And of course it's under the bridge too.
I love Under the Bridge.
I wanna see if this works. I'm gonna do something that you shouldn't do.
Gentlemen and ladies, is a shot.
Worked.
Ooh! That was brave. That was brave too. That was counter hit too, right?
Oh, that's good DX then.
Surprised you didn't brass.
Woo!
I think he could have killed.
Yeah, didn't think I needed to spend a meter though.
You know what? Call that being cocky.
It worked out, didn't it?
I mean, it did.
Lazy bird.
Well, I mean, you're supposed to be commentating here, aren't you?
Oh yeah, let's see. Nod's about to do something like a big dumb blueberry. I can't commentate like that. I know it's it's tough to say. Your recent game was good, but you're doing the same things a few times in a row. You were doing them in the same way, like air chain into grab, instead of switching it up. It's unfortunate the timing on that was just a little bit off.
There we go.
Solid. You entered the game with a lot of meter.
Player 2 is best.
Alright. Let's play again.
Here, let me swap out.
Oh, what?
Let me swap out. Let me play him.
Oh! Ah! Okay.
Oh, might be too late. Did we break lobby? I hope we didn't. I think it's okay.
Mike C. Mike C.
Oh, we did! We did break lobby. Oh, no.
Come on. We'll do another one. Everyone send your complaints to Mike.c. That would probably not be his actual...
It wasn't even him, it was like some other guy who did the lobby code and then left. Alright.
Yeah. Alright. Which?
Guess... I don't think my big band mirror is gonna go nearly as smoothly as yours did.
You play Big Band?
I have played big band, but it's been some time. I'd never really had great tech for him.
He's fun. He has a lot of fun resets.
Back on the beat.
You gotta pick under the bridge. Gotta pick under the bridge. Oh. There we go.
What's the button combination of that again? It used to be like,
it's like
it used to be,
I just saw
it used to be,
it.
yeah, I think so. But it used to be light punch, medium kick, heavy punch. Change that. Alright, probably should not do bid extend right off the bat, considering how far away MrMcNomNom was.
That's to catch people doing silly things.
Yeah, I think that could have been exploited with a cat scratch, a light cat scratch, from putting in range. Doing a lot of combos from Tomer here. Interesting that he's doing...
I'm getting hit by I shouldn't be moving my right hand to talk, because I can't do anything.
Yeah, I don't... Ooh, that's... Nice parry. Ah, nice. I like that reset.
Wonder how many times in a row
Alright, yeah. Oh, no. Okay, do it again. Are you gonna do it at the end? Oh, no. That time I think you'd already expended your sound stun there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a light kick medium. That's something for the trivia, and I make sure that everyone remembers like all the button combinations for the stages.
Number 3. Number 4.
Okay, MrMcNomNom really needs to get on top of taking that, huh? Yeah, that he needs to start taking. Oh, you did it too late, and he wasn't grabbing. So if you had comboed that, or if you had timed it better, he would have gotten hit by it. Bit of a weird giant step from like half a second away. MrMcNomNom is spamming Cat Slide, which is unsafe on block, and Tomer should not be push blocking it. Good giant stab, but didn't hit. And not sure, I don't know. Was
I'm sort of goofing off a little bit.
Yeah, I noticed. MrMcNomNom, I don't know, was he pressing buttons there when he got hit by that super? I'm not sure what was going on there.
He was mid-attack, I think he was using his like... I forget, I don't play Fortune, but I think it's the jumping heavy kick.
Oh hey, we got Scout in here.
Awesome.
We actually have like a real game instead of like intermediates muttering. Yeah. Alright, so while we wait for Scout to get over his moral quandary of whether he should press ready up or not, alright, there we go.
It's an important choice. Don't rush him.
It is, you know, I always like to say that, you know, Fuqua, like overall I do like Fuqua's attitude, you know, her personality, and her character development in the story. Well done pieces of dialogue in video game history, in my opinion. This North American guy and great connection. He has said nothing else in chat.
Exceptionally high. Wow. Is he really East Coast?
Oh shit! That is the devil's number for me. Oh, this North American guy has great connection. Yeah, okay, that makes a lot more sense. Scout's gonna be playing double, which is not his main. He usually plays big man, but I know he does. He has been learning double for a while.
Nothing wrong with learning.
I'm not sure I like that he's just backing off and zoning, and like double is not a zoning character. Like the shots she fires are very small. There are ways to avoid them.
You know what?
Like
it can be infuriating, and it can force people to approach in some unsafe ways. So it's not always the best thing.
The problem is that double has very few good reversal options outside of like car. But generally speaking, like I don't think like getting a bit of chip damage is worth backing yourself into the corners. Double excels more at like the reset game, I would say overall.
I don't know if I think that chip damage is what's worth backing up into a corner. You can force people to approach in different, maybe not so safe ways. You put it on the table.
But for both players, they're doing like very strange combos. Like they're just doing light, medium, and like something like light, medium, and then just not doing anything. And like, as much as we praise resetting over like these extremely long combos, you should try to get some damage out of your combos, like out of your resets at the very least. You know, if you reset for 500 damage, that doesn't really matter. Now I'm Philia. You're not wrong, Adams. You're not wrong. Oh, good reset. I like it. You know, that's a reset that pretty much every character has, just like launcher, and then delay it, and then grab. Jump up and grab.
The thing about that one is
Go?
that it's
It
good.
can be very
it's
obvious.
Good. You should know it, but yeah, it's obvious.
Well, there are some like tricky things you can do with it. Like, you know, Parasol it's been a while since I played Parasol, or at least I did that one. Not sure about that, but alright, I guess.
Questionable choice.
Yeah, overall. But yeah, there's some like extra things you can do with that. You know, you can lead it to 50-50s. You can just delay your combo and then actually just go for a light kick or a light punch, jumping light punch. One way, or you can wait for them to fall down and then go for an overhead while falling down. Like, there are a lot of things you can do. Also, and for Parasol, for example, you can just go jumping light punch and then grab for some characters. So, you know, it's a very basic reset and it works for pretty much every character, but you can definitely do a lot of it. You know, you can complicate the whole ordeal with a lot of extra. I do like that Scout is making sure to take advantage of Beowulf's lack of a chatter, and I do like the extra disrespect combo.
Well, you know, it wasn't. I think he. I don't know, MrMcNomNom could take over, but I like what he was doing with the Luger there. Like, you see what I mean? There it was more of a threat because Chip could actually take him out, but it did force him to approach in some unsafe ways.
But yeah, you know, the launcher combo, the typical launcher combo is very obvious when you just do the jump up grab, but the fact that for a lot of characters it could be a lot of other things that you can do off of it, and it's actually very dangerous to just assume that it will be a grab.
That's right. And also,
like,
if they're expecting a grab, it can be a 50-50. Like, you can delay your jump up and then just go with a light and hit them as they become. It takes some timing, like everything.
Ooh.
I like
We
this.
have Big Ben Mirror.
On the stage too. You think they picked it?
Absolutely. I hope MrMcNomNom did it last time when we did.
I was kind of hoping for a Big Ben Mirror.
I think that Scout could be punishing the.
Wow, that was not safe. Not even a little.
MrMcNomNom could definitely have punched that in a lot of ways. You know, heavy giant step, heavy brass knuckles, a lot of ways to punch a fan of Big Ben doing doing taunts. Ooh, that was nice.
Usually, I would
like
like to see him put him in the corner. Is that what you were gonna say?
Yeah, it's also sort of more of a case that like for a lot of big band block strings, they much like Eliza, there's like a bit of it's like a very small window where you can input stuff, and doing a grab is a very good way to take advantage of that window. So I like it. Is that what I done?
Yes.
Good. Good A-Train. MrMcNomNom is jumping around a lot, and he managed to take advantage of that. So I'm definitely
Really
liking the
solid play
A-Trains.
from Scout.
Yeah, and that's good. He managed to use the taunt. He should not have been able to even get off, honestly, in my opinion. But you know, I like to see that he.
The one time
he
in this
remembers.
matchup that you can do it is between like fives.
You can't taunt though.
Oh, that's right, it's solos. Oh, right.
Yeah, but in teams though, you can definitely do it. I assume that was. Oh, that was a bit out of range, but I liked it.
Not done.
Rip, rip. Cowboy Bebop ending for me. Good.
Does it sync endings? It should, right? I got the same one.
Oh yeah. I don't know. It's happened once. Like someone has quoted a like one who've been quoted the end quote from me, and it's like that's not the end quote I got. But like I don't know. Sometimes it does sync them at least. That might just be random chance though. I don't know. Ask Mike C. Right, so yeah.
Waiting to ready up.
Video games, am I right?
Hmm. I just saw somebody on my friends was playing Shovel Knight. Guess they got it on sale. It's a really good game. I have one friend who bought it a while ago, and he spent all of his gold. It's really hard to get and retain money in that game. He spent all of it on the sorry, wife is messaging me. He spent all of his gold on the gold armor, which is the only armor that doesn't give you an actual buff. It's like purely cosmetic, and it's the most expensive.
That's awesome.
Oh my god, he was so upset. He stopped playing altogether.
At least he didn't spend all of his MGRs in Venice. One gets that reference. It's a Metro reference.
Oh.
And there's a specific location in Venice where a surprisingly large amount of people actually spend a lot of their money on things that don't really give you a benefit. It's interesting. But all right, I think we should call it here. All right.
All right.
Sound good?
We may be 2 or 3 minutes late on the next stream, but it shouldn't be an issue. You want to do one more match before we shut it down?
All right.
All right.
Full teams now.
Normals?
Boss. Adwins remembers that part. I'm not surprised, Adwins. You do seem like the one who would remember that part. Whoop, that was my wrong team.
Oh, can you not deselect?
Why accidentally? It's all good. This is actually the team I've been playing mostly for last week or so. I'm very rusty with my like squiggly big band fortune right now.
Time to fight!
Yes!
Step away.
Oh, didn't come out.
Step away.
Oh! that made the like the hit sound for a second. Whoops! Oh dear. Ah, good ticket.
Your place is below me.
Ah! Oh! Raw attacks! Let's see what it is.
Ah, shite!
Excuse me?
I can't believe I didn't guard.
No, you nerd! Ah, good to see.
Would you kindly?
Oh, there it goes, the reversal swing.
Might as well get in a bit of damage here. Oh no!
Ah, that's real bad.
Are you kidding me? Oh, wrong jump. What the? Combo counter disappeared there for a second, I have no idea why.
Oh, it reset.
Really? Ow.
Oh shit.
Whoops! Excuse me? What are you doing, mate?
Now. Aren't you like?
Oh, that wasn't supposed to be a dash. This is bad.
I'm not sure if I can get in enough damage here to take the lead. No! That's gonna do me. Please,
I
please.
shouldn't have done this. This was really bad.
No!
Oh shit.
No, I don't think it's enough.
That's game. That's game. That's game.
It's him.
Guess is over.
Oh!
Oh
The
god.
real win.
I am the best
I
player of
shouldn't
all
have
time.
tried to chip. Oh, I was so unwise. Alright, I guess that's as good a point as any then.
Yeah. Holy shit! All right, good games.
Good games.
We can pimp whatever we want to pimp at the end of the next stream.
Alright.
Thanks everyone for coming out. That was awesome.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut it down, and when F gets back, we're gonna start Get Good NA.
Yeah, mates.